Well, the Orioles have worked very hard over the last couple of years to increase the quality of the depth in the minor league system, and we wondered who are, in fact, the Orioles' top 5 minor league prospects. So what we did was we looked outside the organization to scouts and to players that don't have any connection whatsoever with the Oriole players or whether or not they succeed or not. And here's what we came up with. Here's the top 5 Orioles prospects in the minor league system. Number 5, L.J. Hose. Hose, a third-round pick of the Orioles in 2008, is a second baseman for the Frederick Keys. He's currently batting .290 with 8 doubles and 20 RBIs, and tonight he begins an injury rehab assignment at Aberdeen. Number 4, Norfolk Tides third baseman Josh Bell. The switch-hitting power hitter was acquired last year from the Dodgers in the George Sherrill trade, and Bell brings a much-needed power stroke into the Orioles system. Number 3, Xavier Avery. The athletic outfielder at Frederick was a second-round pick of the Birds in 2008. Avery is a speedster who had 30 steals last year at Delmarva, and this year for the Frederick Keys has 16 stolen bases. Number 2, left-handed pitcher Zach Britton of the Bowie Bay Sox. Zach has embraced being considered one of the Orioles' top prospects.
I always have high expectations for myself, so I think if there's any pressure, it's more from me than anybody, but you know, it's nice to be considered, a top prospect, but at the same time, if you don't pitch well, you're going to lose all those accolades.
And the Orioles' number 1 prospect?
With the 3rd selection in the first round of the 2010 first-year player draft, the Baltimore Orioles select Manny Machado.
That's right, Manny Machado, the Orioles' first-round pick this year. Industry insiders believe when he signs with the Orioles, he immediately jumps to the top of the prospect list based on his tremendous ability and skills and his off-the-charts potential. And, of course, this is a subjective look, and again, outsiders looking within the Orioles organization simply at the talent and how they might project as major leaguers. But the one thing about all 5 of these, and Manny Machado, again, he's not technically an Oriole yet because he hasn't signed the contract, but as soon as he does sign his contract, he goes to number 1. What's nice about this list here, Rick, you see these 5 names. All 5 of these guys, in a variety of ways, could be impact major leaguers.
Well, they really could. I mean, you look at Machado, and what he reminds me the most, a very similar swing to A-Rod. And you take Josh Bell, too. I like him because it's kind of like bringing back the old days when you had Ken Singleton and Eddie Murray, both switch hitters with power. You can tell when you play in the Eastern Division against the Yankees and the Red Sox and now Tampa Bay, you realize how important power is to your lineup, and to be developing 2 guys like that, maybe an A-Rod at shortstop who's going to have some little power. You know he's going to get bigger and stronger, Machado is, and then another guy like Josh Bell. That's pretty exciting because the Orioles have turned it around a little bit, I think, in the pitching department. We're seeing a lot of good young pitchers coming to the major leagues. Things may not be working right now with this ball club because of our offense, but you still can't negate the fact we have a lot of pitching talent.